Jason Asano and his team of fellow adventurers were living in a houseboat literally made of clouds. At a marina in the city of Greenstone, it was moored amidst the pleasure craft of Greenstone's wealthy and aristocratic elite. The Cloud House had been the much vied-for prize in the Reaper Trials, a deadly contest in an otherworldly realm. Jason and his teammates had managed to beat out some of the finest young adventurers in the world. Jason's team had no illusions that they were better than the many outstanding young people they had competed against, knowing that luck and circumstance played a large role in their victory. After a celebratory trip away where they consolidated their gains from the contest, their new objective was training. The young team had experienced success, but they had a long way to go, both as individuals and as a team. Jason and his teammate Humphrey Geller were the first to rise each morning. Jason made the team breakfast while Humphrey plotted out the day's training. As the teams were magical beings transformed by the essences they had all consumed, they were able to sustain themselves on spirit coins and go without food entirely. Humphrey liked the effect on morale and team cohesion that eating breakfast altogether had, while Jason just liked breakfast. When Emir Bahadir had presented Jason with the magical item that created the Cloud House, he had warned that it would be something of a money pit. The Cloud House was capable of reproducing all manner of amenities, from showers to ovens to windows that could function like a telescope. In order to activate these functions, however, Jason needed to supply magical resources, usually in the form of magic quintessence gems, water quintessence for bathroom amenities, fire, iron, and glass for a stove and oven. Jason had already poured a small fortune into it. The ability to call a grill right up out of the deck, the cloud stuff the house was made of shifting to meet his needs, made Jason think it was completely worth the cost. For someone for whom cooking was such an important part of his life, it was a delightful convenience. "I love being rich," Jason muttered happily as he flipped hotcakes on the grill. "What was that?" Humphrey asked, looking up distractedly. "Nothing," Jason said, raising a clenched fist. "Seize the means of production." "What are you talking about?" Humphrey asked. "Nothing, it's fine," Jason said, turning his attention back to the hotcakes. "I'm a really hypocritical socialist," he muttered to himself. "I like money way too much." They were out on the open deck, Jason working the grill as Humphrey sat at a nearby table, looking over the meticulous notes he had taken on the team's training. Winter was pleasant in Greenstone, with mild temperatures and less mugginess pressing in from the wet jungle delta, magically sustained in the middle of a bone-dry desert. The sky was a gorgeous empty blue, with a crystal clarity to the winter air that even the brightest summer day couldn't match. "Looks like a nice one today," Jason said, looking up. "You're right," Humphrey said. "How about we do some outside training? Maybe focus on mobility training." "Works for me," Jason said. "Did you schedule that match-up against Beth's team?" "It won't be for a few days," Humphrey said. "We aren't the only ones in a training frenzy after the Reaper Trials. The Mirage Chamber is heavily booked." Like everyone who safely returned from the Reaper Trials, the Geller family teams had brought back a treasure trove of awakening stones to unlock new magical abilities and complete their power sets. Danielle Geller had received the same forewarning as Jason had about the chance for unusual awakening stones. Most adventurers who faced the trials now had a Reaper ability in their repertoire, as almost everyone who survived had been awarded an otherwise extremely rare awakening stone of the Reaper. This included both Jason and Humphrey, with Jason having even picked up a second one. The rare stones didn't awaken inherently more powerful abilities, but having a little-known power in their toolkit could be a trump card for any adventurer. This slew of new and little-seen powers had excited Jason and Humphrey's teammate, Clive. As an enthusiastic proponent of the Magic Society's effort to catalogue all known powers, Clive and his dogged questions were now being actively avoided. He had also urged their teammate Belinda to shapeshift into Jason, in an attempt to replicate the interface power that allowed him to look at detailed descriptions of magical abilities. To his frustration, she always ended up with the wrong power and could only replicate Jason's map ability. "The map is a great power," Jason had insisted, when Clive had complained to him. "Not for administrative purposes," Clive had bemoaned. "I think you and I look at the potential of magic powers in very different ways," Jason told him.